If you are struggling to get your autumn vibe on, I've got a few tips for you that will make your autumn way more jazzy. Spruce it up this week. Don't hesitate. Besides, we have a holiday this month. I am not talking about Black Friday. That is not a holiday. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I hope you are ready for a coffee date. I know that I am. Then again, when aren't I ready to have conversations with friends over coffee? Happy autumn! Yes, I'm late. It has been autumn for a while now. And in fact, we are a sleigh ride away from all the Christmas parades, all the holiday fun. The coffee that I am serving today, it's so good. Oh my gosh. I often don't like Starbucks blends, Starbucks roast, because I feel like it often kind of has a burnt flavor to it. Pardon my really classy chip clip thing happening here, but the Starbucks winter blend is so good. It has kind of a toasted smell and flavor to it, not burnt, but toasted. And the toasted flavor tastes like winter. It's so good. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Okay, so the whole point of today's video is actually to discuss how to get into an autumn vibe. Now, I have friends and I have this cousin who, oh my gosh, Maggie, Sierra, you know I'm talking about you guys. We all have those friends who every year, perfect on the season, they seem to be moms and wives and working women, and yet they are immaculate at making the time where the first day of the seasonal change, their home looks like a Pinterest picture. They've got the little swag banners up that say hello fall, and everything's all pumpkins and trees and everything's organized. But I can think of a few reasons that you may be struggling to be vibing on that good autumn vibe that the rest of the world seems to be drinking up right now, Northern Hemisphere. If you are struggling to get your autumn vibe on, I've got a few tips for you that will make your autumn way more jazzy. Spruce it up this week. Don't hesitate. Now, either you are an unorganized or disorganized procrastinator, and therefore it's a little difficult and overwhelming trying to keep up with seasonal changes and holidays to get your house, your wardrobe, your life, your family in that spirit. Or maybe you are really, really excited for Christmas and you're trying very hard to be a sane person and not deck the halls quite yet, so you need to kind of find a way to enjoy yourself now without feeling holiday deprivation. Or maybe you are having a point right now in your life where sparkle feels evasive and you feel without, and you just miss feeling festive about things at all. Hopefully will help you get a little more vivacious for the holidays coming up without jingle belling your way into driving your family crazy. I think it's so important to feel some sort of excited energy about your home, about yourself, and about the future. Here's what I wrote in my little blurb to get me ready. This is to squeeze out all the autumn goodness you can before letting your red and green Christmas troll self out. Besides, we have a holiday this month. I am not talking about Black Friday. That is not a holiday. Thanksgiving! In the spirit of Thanksgiving, first off, pumpkin therapy! Please don't leave my channel yet. This video is not going to be just basic duh like pumpkins. But I will suggest a little pumpkin therapy, or if you prefer, acorn therapy, or leaf therapy, or hay bale therapy. Do you feel like decking the halls? Use pumpkins! Are you eyeing and itching to pull out that tinsel decor? Pumpkins! Is it basic as can be? Yes! And get your pumpkin, your acorn, your autumn groove on. You don't have to put them everywhere, but wear the pumpkin. Be the pumpkin. You are the pumpkin. But my next tip is feel-good holiday movies. This is not the time to be watching bloody car chase scenes and murder and sad crap. So gonna need more coffee. I wrote down a couple suggestions of movies that I really like that maybe can help you get into an autumn vibe, even though they aren't actually about autumn, but Mona Lisa's Smile, hi Julie Roberts, Dan in Real Life, hello Steve Carell, Stepmom, hi Julia Roberts, Edward Scissorhands, Johnny Depp Before You Turn Into a Creepy Pirate, You've Got Mail, one of my all-time favorites. I have seen it too many times to count, and even though it takes place over an entire year, it just has a supremely autumn vibe to it. If you haven't seen it, trust me, and if you have seen it, I bet you can confirm for me that I'm right. If you and your family watch a series together, some like really heartwarming series you can check out, Everwood, gosh, almost 20 years old, but it takes place in Colorado and it just feels warm, autumny, comfort of home, good for the family, good vibes. And of course my all-time classic favorite show to watch that just gives me for some reason autumn vibe, even though it's not necessarily an autumn show, Gilmore Girls. And even on these 20-year-old box sets where it has the season number, it is like a fallen autumn leaf, and it's like that for every single season. So I don't know what you're doing if you're not watching Gilmore Girls. I mean, really? With all the hype that came out with the revival last year and the possibility of another revival? Wear metallics. Yes, I know you all are used to seeing things like burgundy and a beautiful plum color and browns. And these are all fantastic colors for autumn, but they're expected. So something that might make you feel a little more pop in your life is whipping out something a little more metallic. I'm a sucker for metallic clothes. I'm a sucker for metallic shoes. Sparkle alone can do the trick. Even if you're watching football or cheering for your favorite team. You know what it is. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. My next recommendation is crock pots. Most of us, I feel like, probably have a slow cooker in our home, but I'm really big into the whole set it and forget it thing. I'm a little all over the place sometimes. I'm not good with the timing of meal preparation. Crock pots make that super simple. They're really tasty. You can do everything from entrees, soups, roast, chicken, desserts, drinks, crayons, soap, candles. I don't, sit around all day making candles or soap or even soup. Crockpots just make life easy, and therefore I'm a big fan of them. By November, in fact before November, our lives start to get a little extra crazy, and I think that's the way a lot of Americans' lives are. And the hustle and bustle really picks you up. And while in your heart, you may want to be the person who is home baking pies and baking casseroles and baking fancy things that I don't know. You're probably also the same person who wishes that you were decorating your home in September with Hello Fall banners. If you're not that person, just accept you aren't that person and find a way to shortcut your way to a hearty, yummy, warm autumn dinner to feed your whole family and feel good about without getting stressed out about it and sucking up all your time. Guys, I'm sorry, I'm hungry. My hungry is hungry. Yay, crockpots! Okay, I'm gonna go get more coffee, and I wish I could serve you some because I'm really proud of this pot of coffee and this batch of beans. Got more coffee, we're back in business. Wear white or pink. And I don't mean winter white. 20 years ago was considered the only appropriate white to wear after Labor Day. Now obviously, as we move into autumn and winter, you probably don't want to wear lavender and baby blue and pink and pale yellow and mint green, especially not paired together. And you definitely don't want to wear like tulip flower prints. But who says you can't wear one solid pastel color, especially if you're pairing it with bolder autumn colors or metallics? And who says you can't wear white? People are going to give you crap for wearing white after Labor Day and it being inappropriate. Forget those rules. That's up to them. If you like white and you feel good in it, wear it. Pair it with a lovely deep gray scarf. Pair it with something that makes you feel good and still says, hello, autumn. Who says that white doesn't say autumn? Who says that white doesn't say winter? Snow is white. Some of the bare trees have white bark. Why are we rejecting nature and saying that we can only use white after Easter and through the summer? I don't need that kind of dogma in my wardrobe, and I don't think you do either. So let's just wear what makes us feel good, and you can still wear what you like and what makes you feel bright and vibrant while being appropriate for the seasons and while perhaps being a little unexpected. I mean, if all of us walked around wearing burgundy all day and burnt orange, why? Why you want to do that? Why does everybody want to look the same for the season? Do we all just need to wear like lavender tulip dresses for Easter so that we feel good that we fit in? You can look unique and unexpected without looking freaky if you're afraid of that. So, I mean, maybe you're looking at me right now and thinking I look a little freaky. If you do, that's cool. You probably are on the wrong channel and you probably should watch someone else's video. But I don't really think I look inappropriate for the season at all. On that vibe, I'm gonna say a bold lip color. And yeah, this is another basic B philosophy, but you can go really deep if you want. You know, you can go a whole variety of great colors that are wonderful for autumn. There are oranges, there are purples, and I don't necessarily mean that purple that only really hip people seem to be pull off. Red leaning into a good purple, or even like a dusty, mauvey, dark pinky plum color. There are options. If I can't convince you anything else on my channel, it is to stop wearing lewd. Stop wearing nude color lipsticks all day if you're doing it because you're afraid of color. If you're wearing that because that's what you have to wear to work or because that's what genuinely makes you happy, cool. But if there's even an ounce of you that looks at somebody with red lips or purple lips or gray lips and goes, I wish I could pull it off, then do it. Do it. Go get some. Read some reviews. Get a good formula lipstick. Different brands are wildly different in how they sit on your skin, on how they feel on your lips, and their lasting power. And one bad lipstick is about enough to make you never want to wear lipstick again. Get out of your comfort zone. Stop wearing the nude color lipsticks just because Kim Kardashian does. Ooh, I need to give a quick shout out to Southeast by Midwest, and I need to learn your real name. Hi! Thank you for inspiring this video. And just like I'm talking about that fall banner repeatedly, she posted her video on how to get your autumn vibes going, I think in September. And in fact, her entire channel kind of inspired my channel. I really like her. I think she's a cool woman and just kind of fun to watch. Anyway, you should check out her video too. I will link to her and her video below. The Walking Dead. How was I going to make a video about this time of year without The Walking Dead and Stranger Things? I'm going to struggle saying this. If you have not started watching Walking Dead, maybe you shouldn't. Maybe you should. It's an amazing show. It is, I think, in its 9th season right now. And I didn't start watching it until it was in season 3. It took me about 4 episodes to get into it. And about that 4th episode, I knew I needed to keep watching. And by the end of that season, I was losing my mind. Now, I know earlier I was talking about feel-good movies and how it's important not to fill your brain with murder and sadness and things that The Walking Dead is. People tell me all the time who don't watch The Walking Dead, never have, I'm not really into zombies. Neither am I. I don't watch it for the zombies, and it's not about zombies. It's about the people. People realizing what they're really capable of. People overcoming things they never thought they were capable of. It's about finding out who you really are when you're really tested. And in every major show that has that as the philosophy, they are going to have a vehicle that pushes the characters to that point. In this show, it's zombies. In Lost, it was the plane crash. That's all the zombies are. And trust me, a handful of seasons into Walking Dead, the zombies are just background. They're not even important to the show anymore. You're going to watch a lot of gore though, and that may not be something that is for you. They could be a lot gorier, they could be a lot worse, they could be a lot more sensationalist with it, so I'm often proud of where the show chooses not to go. Stranger Things, however, that's a show for you. I can't think of anyone who would not like Stranger Things, and if you flat out don't like Stranger Things, I don't know if we could be friends. It is such a quality show. There's only 2 seasons. Each season is 13 or less episodes. It's short. It's easy. It's immaculately cast. It's beautifully written. I can't wait for season 3. But then again, if there was never a season 3, I would be so happy with where the 2 seasons that have happened are. And I've said it in another video, and I will say it again. If you are not watching Stranger Things, what are you doing with your entertainment life? What? Again, we have a holiday. It's Thanksgiving soon, and that means that Christmas comes after that. So this next tip leans a little more toward the Christmas vibe, but there's a reason that I'm shooting for it now. Adopt someone. I picked these up at Starbucks, and they had a tree for one of the local senior homes. This is, well, I'm not going to mention which one, whatever, but there were some seniors, and then on the back it gives some information about what they want. Some places have adopt a child. You can Google local community groups that are doing stuff. There's always Operation Christmas Child, which is great. There are wonderful organizations where you just pack a shoebox or get a bag of like unwrapped goodies. You can take brand new stuffed animals to Toys for Tots. That's another great one. There are 2 reasons why I bring up this suggestion in my Autumn Vibes November video. One being attitude of gratitude. Thanksgiving is about having a heart of gratefulness. And there's something about picking out gifts for someone who you don't know, but who you know may not get anything else besides what you get them, that reminds you how disgustingly blessed you probably are. It's a wake-up check, and it makes you more grateful for the life you have, for the life you lead, and the fact that you're blessed enough that you can hopefully bring a little holiday cheer for Christmas to someone who may not be feeling much cheer at all. Now, the second reason that I bring up this in this video and not my December Christmas video is because a lot of these organizations have collection dates that are very early. For instance, these have to be turned in December 4th. If I added this to my December video, you probably can't adopt anybody because these organizations need time to collect all the goods and get it organized, boxed up, packaged up, where it belongs for distribution on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve or whenever they choose to do it. So they need the people who are donating things and contributing to it to get it to them early. And the dates, I think, range anywhere between about December the 4th to December the 15th. In fact, I think Operation Christmas Child date is in like a week. So, you know, if you're going to adopt somebody and adopt that attitude of gratitude in this format, you need to get on it ASAP. I used to be an assistant school teacher, and the school that I worked for had Adopt a Child for children in the school. And I was a teacher of 4th and 5th grade. I loved those kids. If any of those kids ever see my video, know that to this day, I love you all. And I actually adopted a kid who was in kindergarten who I had never met. And I one day had his teacher point him out to me just so I could get a feel for what he might be into, so that when I got him, because little boy's clothing was one of the things he needed. And he needed them. But I wanted to get stuff that he would be happy to wear to school. It was a good feeling just to be able to go get socks and underwear and t-shirts and games for this little boy. Was nice. This year we adopted a senior. As I get older, as my family members get older, as my grandma and granddaddy and my parents get older, seniors get overlooked a lot too. My last tip, and this one's an easy one. Cheers! Get a beverage. A hot holiday beverage. You know what? Starbucks is pricey. A lot of people cannot afford that. If you're somebody who can't afford that, don't do that. But the different coffee syrups, there's a couple different brands. You can pick them up at World Market, or I think even Walmart and Target may have them. And you can bring them home and you can make your own coffee beverages. It's really simple. Add some milk or some heavy whipping cream. Make a good batch of coffee. Drink your coffee black like I do most of the time. Drink a hot tea. You can have decaf or regular. There are fruit flavored teas. There are mint flavored teas if you're not into tea. A hot beverage is where it's at. And it will help you feel more in the autumn mood very quickly. Let me know if you have any tips. If you're also a slack-ass procrastinator who doesn't figure out how to get your autumn on until the middle of November, leave me your tips, leave me your advice, leave me your favorite slow cooker recipe. If I had any favorite ones that actually made sense, I would send them to you. I do hope that this video helps inspire you to put an actual color of lipstick on and to get your sparkle on just a little bit more for this autumn. I really wanted to lighten up this video compared to my last video on sexual assault, which was deeply intense and the opposite of lighthearted and sparkling, but it was real. Thank you and happy autumn as we prepare for Thanksgiving. If you're over on Instagram, feel free to follow me there. I'm also on Twitter some. I mostly do some retweets over there. Twitter seems like a bit of a battlefield, but I am there if you would like to follow me there also. And maybe give me an enticing reason to hang out on Twitter as opposed to running for my life. And if you have not hit subscribe to my channel, why not? Subscribe, hang out with me, let me get to know you a little bit. I don't really have many people leaving comments yet and telling me about themselves, but feel free. If you have a YouTube channel, let me know. And otherwise, I hope that you have a really awesome autumn weekend. Sparkle bright, or at least sparkle as much as you can, and I love you guys.
I want to zig a zig.